So in this video, I'll just be going over what I've done since the beta and my contribution to the project. So first thing I did was change how the background sound works in the game. I didn't do this prefab before. It was just this script, and then the audio would just play every scene we needed to and stop at these scenes, which we don't need it to. But it changed to a prefab because I added a volume adjustment thing basically in every scene, so it just made it easier to work in, basically, where it's just a prefab rather than playing just in the background by itself. Now plays when that scene is loaded, because before the sound would only play after you would complete this scene. And then since we added in the save function, it then wouldn't play the background if you then just saved back into one of the scenes after. So with the prefab, it's just there all the time, and it makes it easier to adjust and implement this basically. So I did all the functionality of every text box you see in the game, and I also fixed a pretty major bug we had, which was if you opened the picture folder before this in the chat box, it just wouldn't work. It wouldn't open. Or if you did it vice versa, the picture folder wouldn't work as well. So that was a pretty big thing I had to fix, as if you couldn't open this, you couldn't get the password to continue on the game, basically. So that was a main focus for me for a while, trying to figure out how to fix that, but I did anyway. And I'll show you another bug I fixed. I believe it's in day 2. But this took up majority of my time doing this options folder. I did the notification thing, because every sound effect in the game I did it all. And oh yeah, this was another bug I fixed. No matter what button the player pressed, the NPC would always respond with as if the player pressed the left hand side button. So if I press Who Are You, you can see Who Are You there. Before, it would just default to the left, and then the NPC would respond to the left answer rather than responding depending on which one the player picks. So that was another bug that was fixed by me, just to add to the player experience. And I'll play through this scene because there's another bug that was in this scene that I fixed as well, I believe. Once you type in U beforehand, if you X this, it would go away, and then the numbers would freeze. So I just made it so you couldn't do that while these numbers are flashing. And you can see the sliders like work perfectly. Yeah. Once you do that, you can X out this if you wanted to, and the text continues as normal, doesn't make a difference. Yeah, I also made it so in the build of the game, if you Alt F forward, Davin made it so you would reload the scene that you were on, and then I made the sound work as normal. Like all these will be saved as well, and the background music will play, which it didn't beforehand if you save back in, like I said. And yeah, I think that's it from the work since the beta. Just added, just polishing things, make sure everything works perfectly. We don't believe we have any bugs in the game, like whatsoever, which is good. But our work was basically split 50-50 the whole time. Davin focused on a lot of the little details you'll see to make it feel like a computer, and I was more on like the functionality of how things worked to give the player a better experience and be able to play a game, basically. And I did the entirety of the 3D scene, you can see. And if you adjust the slider called music in one of the other scenes, this would be lower in volume, and the same with the sound effect that I'll play at the end here. This one right here. So just to make it feel like an actual game where things like save and whatnot. Yeah, that's it.